NEWS.MC on Monaco Info is brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties. Bringing you news on Monaco's economy, culture, sports and more. Welcome to NEWS.MC, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Coming up on NEWS.MC, discover past week's top stories and meet the people who make Monaco.
My name is Joël Girardi. I'm the founder of Academy of Fine Art in Monaco, and you are watching NEWS.MC on Monaco Info.
What's been making headline in the past week? The Princess Grace Hospital Centre inaugurated its newly redesigned maternity ward in the presence of their Serene Highnesses Prince Albert II and Princess Charlène on April the 16th. Created with a focus on comfort and emotional well-being, the space offers a more homely environment for parents with adjustable lighting, personalised settings and facilities designed to reduce stress during childbirth. The unit also supports a growing demand for physiological births, allowing women to give birth with minimal medical intervention where possible. Features such as dedicated bathrooms and relaxation spaces enhance comfort throughout labour. It was announced on April the 16th that the Port of Marseille Fos has joined the Yacht Club de Monaco's Sea Index network, a tool designed to measure and reduce the environmental impact of yachting. Launched in 2020, the initiative encourages more responsible practices by assessing yacht emissions and promoting transparency across the sector. The port's integration reflects growing momentum among Mediterranean hubs to address climate challenges such as pollution and biodiversity loss. By joining a network of around 20 international ports, Marseille Fos strengthens cooperation on decarbonisation and sustainable development, reinforcing a shared ambition to make the yachting industry more accountable and environmentally responsible. On the final day of her visit to Senegal, Isabelle Béraud-Amadei focused on Monaco's support for entrepreneurship and professional integration on April the 16th. Meeting partners such as the Association of Young Christians of Senegal, she highlighted programs aimed at helping young people develop businesses through training and financial support. With youth unemployment exceeding 23%, these initiatives play a key role in creating opportunities across sectors including education, agriculture and communications. Monaco allocates around 40% of its aid to local people, ensuring projects reflect on the ground needs. The visit concluded with a renewed 3-year partnership. Monaco launched a new international tourism campaign in New York's Times Square, showcasing its Visit Monaco brand on giant digital screens. The initiative, led by the Monaco Government Tourist and Convention Authority, targets the key American market, which ranked among the top visitor sources in 2025. Promotional films were broadcast every 2 minutes, reaching up to 1 million people daily. A Monegasque delegation also met US travel professionals to strengthen partnerships. Supported by direct air links to Nice, the campaign aims to boost Monaco's visibility and attract high-value visitors. The Monaco USA Association marked the 75th anniversary of the marriage between Prince Rainier III and Grace Kelly with a special event on April the 17th. The 1956 nuptials, often described as the wedding of the century, continues to resonate for its lasting impact on Monaco's global image. Held at Marius, the celebration also highlighted a commemorative publication featuring rare archival material. The anniversary served as a reminder of the enduring ties between Monaco and the United States, symbolizing a union that remains influential and deeply symbolic decades later. Monte-Carlo Fashion Week concluded at the Grimaldi Forum on April the 18th with its annual Fashion Awards ceremony celebrating creativity and sustainability within the industry. Organised by the Monaco Chamber of Fashion, the event brought together international and local figures to recognise designers and leaders driving positive change. Awards highlighted both stylistic innovation and commitment to more responsible practices, including a tribute to Giorgio Armani. The ceremony also underscored Monaco's ambition to attract talent and promote a more sustainable future for fashion through dialogue, recognition and international collaboration. The 4th General Assembly of the International Hydrographic Organization opened at the Auditorium Rainier III in the presence of His Serene Highness Prince Albert II. Held from April the 20th to the 23rd, the triennial event gathered representatives from over 100 member states, maritime authorities and industry leaders to discuss advances in ocean mapping, navigation safety and marine protection. Key topics included new standards such as S100 and the growing use of innovative technologies, including drones. During the opening session, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II awarded the Prince Albert I Medal for hydrography and welcomed new member states, reinforcing Monaco's role at the forefront of global ocean governance. The AS Monaco FC Academy celebrated its 50th anniversary on April the 20th at the Stade Louis II, bringing together former players, current talents and club legends. A lap of honour and a dedicated exhibition highlighted its rich history and impact on French football. The academy has produced stars including Thierry Henry and Kylian Mbappé. Symbolic gestures between generations underscored the transmission of knowledge. The celebration reflected the Academy's enduring role in developing elite players and its continued importance to Monaco's sporting identity. His Serene Highness Prince Albert II undertook an official visit to Greece on April the 21st and 22nd for a series of high-level meetings in Athens aimed at reinforcing bilateral cooperation. The sovereign met Greek President Konstantinos Tassoulis, the Prime Minister and the Mayor of Athens, receiving the city's Grand Medal of Honor in recognition of his long-standing commitment to shared causes. Discussions focused on common priorities, particularly environmental protection, sustainability and the preservation of the Mediterranean, a vital link between the two nations. Broader geopolitical issues, including global security challenges linked to conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East, were also addressed, reflecting aligned perspectives on international cooperation. Prince Albert visited the future Athens Yacht Club project, where expertise from the Yacht Club de Monaco is contributing to environmentally responsible maritime infrastructure. This ambitious development, one of Europe's largest urban projects, symbolizes Greece's renewed momentum and openness to international partnerships. A key milestone was the inauguration of Monaco's consulate in Athens, accompanied by the symbolic planting of an olive tree, representing peace and long-term collaboration. The visit also underscored ongoing scientific and environmental initiatives led by Monaco in Greek waters. Overall, the trip reinforced a shared ambition to deepen cooperation across environmental, economic and diplomatic fields. The Monaco Academy of the Sea launched its second international training session in Tunisia on April the 22nd, 1 year after its first program abroad. Hosted near Tunis, the three-day course brought together students and experts to explore key maritime issues, including the blue economy, sustainable development and the law of the sea. Delivered in French, the multidisciplinary program involved local academic partners and institutions. The initiative forms part of the Academy's broader strategy to complement its Monaco-based summer school with international outreach, strengthening cooperation across the Mediterranean while promoting education, environmental awareness, and shared maritime expertise. The Roca team were beaten 79-87 by Panathinaikos BC in Athens on April the 21st, missing their first chance to reach the EuroLeague playoffs. Despite a strong start from Mike James, Monaco were gradually overrun by a major impact performance from TJ Shorts, who led a decisive swing in momentum and kept control of the tempo throughout. Panathinaikos built a comfortable lead before halftime, punishing Monaco's missed shots and rebounding issues, and although the visitors briefly rallied late on to close the gap, Shorts and his side quickly reasserted control to finish the job. Next up, our exclusive interview with the personalities making the Principality.
My name is Joël Girardi. I'm the founder of Academy of Fine Art in Monaco. Well, actually, I'm from what we call Enfant du Pays in Monaco. My family is in Monaco, based in Monaco since the 19th century. Well, that's the latest documents we have in possession. So probably even more, because this is just the part which is documented. And I grew up in Monaco up to the age of 15. Very soon, actually, I was very much interested in the art. I realized really easily at the school that I was seriously not interested in mathematics and physics, and I was always looking by the windows. So my artistic spirit in some way gave me directly the direction to go into the art. And then I always remember in the classroom was a drawing of the feet of the furniture, and during all the style, you know, so it was starting from Louis XIII, Louis XIV, Louis XV, XVI, and every time, you know, the foot of the chair has a differently movement. And I say, you know, how interesting will be to recognize those styles. I left school at the age of 15 in Monaco, and I moved in Florence from a school called Istituto Spinelli, and I did also at the same time some restoration of old furniture and carving. So we was always, you know, doing some carving in the wood, and so that was also very interested. And I moved to Rome for 2 years, and I took the direction of the gallery in Rome. I moved to Milano, so that was an also very interesting moment in Milan, because there's a big difference between Rome and Milan. So I have the Dolce Vita of Rome, and then I have the business of Milan. That was a moment where Milan was booming. After that, I came back to Monaco, and I created my company, Academy of Fine Art in Monaco, in 1999. And then the market changed a little bit. Market moved very fast, you know, and almost I was a little bit missing. The clients was very few clients, collectionneur, and then museum, but not enough to have a gallery permanent, because that was not interesting a lot of people. So this is why I, at the time, moved into the auction market, because I think the auction market is something where you have 180 degrees, 360, you move to all fields, and I always want to learn what I don't know. Auction house, you have a lot of work. I mean, because you have to see the clients, you have to go and visit the collection, you have to make the inventory. Once you have the inventory and the people are according to give you the lot for sale, you have to organize the shipping. We follow the shipping always, because I think it's part important of the house. We need to do the inventory with precision, do conservation states to each lot, take the dimension, then we have to do the photograph has to come to shoot all the pieces. It's a lot of manipulation to do by the end of the day. And then you have to create the sale, sell them, and then you have the after sale, which is also people need to collect them. So you need a big communication with the clients. I think every time you sell, on the after sale, you have between phone call and emails, you have at least 10 exchange of communication. I'm coming tomorrow to pick up, which is, you know what I mean, just to explain all the procedure. You can never judge a piece of art by the science. The science has to be a support of the eyes. That's something always to understand, because there is always a limitation of the science. Science can analyze the pigments, you can have a datation, it can be a support, but never the eyes, because the subtlety of an artwork, it's always very, very thin. And I think just the eyes can cap that very slight difference. If you have an old master, paint in 1605, and you have a copy paint in 1606. You have a copy, but painting 1 year later. So you can do all the analysis of the world. The analysis will guarantee you that the painting is authentic, but you have a copy. I think it's like everything, you know, painting is a calligraphy that you have to read. There's many keys to get into a canvas. You have to create a formation of your eyes. You have to learn how to look. You have to learn how to appreciate. And, you know, we think an artwork, it's something we like or we don't like. If you like something, it's normally not necessarily due to the quality of the artwork. So this is why in the art you have to divide your feeling, your personal feeling, to the quality of the artwork. So there is many ways to look at a painting by many keys, and it's the assemblage of all those keys that you will understand if it's a great piece of art or not. I grew up in the rocks in Monaco, so there was a moment where, you know, we could go anywhere with the bicycle. There was very few cars. You could park your car everywhere. But today, Monaco has developed, I think, into a very good direction. I think it's a small Hong Kong where you can have everything and people live safely, and we have the chance to have an amazing climate. We create the richness of Monaco is the international. Now, I can speak for the art, and I'm very pleased that in Monaco we have the chance to have the Grimaldi Forum, who bring every year an exceptional, I have to give all my compliments to the person who are working the effort to give us some wonderful exhibition every year. Every year we have a wonderful exhibition. Through the art you can go to all the steps of the evolution of the world. When you learn it, you can definitely help young kids to get more confidence if maybe they're not, as I was as a kid, not good in mathematics and physics, and it's not because you're not good in physics that you may do anything in your life. So that's the direction I will try to help if one day will be possible.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching NEWS.MC, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Discover the full interview and more stories on our websites, NEWS.MC and MonacoInfo.com. Next week, we will receive Richard Pactus, owner and general manager of Monaco Prestige Limousines. This show is intended to provide a summary of the past week's top stories for the English-speaking audience. For daily and real-time news updates in English, please visit NEWS.MC and subscribe to our free daily newsletter. For French news, visit monacoinfo.com. This show was brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties.